if you can, if you see something on my head, I got a big gash on my head a couple days ago. Right next to another old gash I had, next to another old scar, above this scar, off the sides of these scars, and yeah, battering ram. God, here we go. God heals our brokenness. Okay. We're just saying, I'm working on an RV for this lady. And you have the slide outs, makes the inside of the RV bigger. Well, that box slides out, extra living quarter, and that whole piece that comes out with it, just fiberglass, about this thick. And it's about 4.5 feet off the ground. And we're putting a septic line in. And for 2 days, I walked around it no problem. Well, this one day I go and I slip off the pipe, but I fall right into it, just slice my head open. Enough of my problems. Inspired from Ephesians 2, by grace you have been saved through faith. That's a dozen videos right there. God heals our brokenness. Colin and his wife, Jordan, wandered through the craft store looking for a picture to hang in their home. Colin thought he'd found just the right piece and called Jordan over to see it. On the right side of the ceramic artwork was the word grace, but the left side held 2 long cracks. Well, it's broken, Jordan said as she started looking for an unbroken one on the shelf. But then Colin said, no, that's the point. We're broken, and then grace comes in, period. They decided to purchase the one with the cracks. When they got to the checkout, the clerk exclaimed, oh no, it's broken. Yes, so are we, Jordan whispered. What does it mean to be a broken person? Someone defined it this way: a growing awareness that no matter how hard we try, our ability to make life work gets worse instead of better. It's a recognition of our need for God and His intervention in our lives. The Apostle Paul talked about our brokenness in terms of being dead in our transgressions and sins, Ephesians. The answer to our need to be forgiven and changed comes in verses 4 and 5. Because of His great love for us, God, who is rich in mercy, made us alive. Then it is by grace we have been saved. God is willing to heal our brokenness with His grace when we admit I'm broken. What brought you to your need to ask God to heal your brokenness? How do you need Him today? God, thank you for being rich in mercy toward me. May I boast in you and your gift of salvation through grace by faith. Let's go back here. What does it mean to be a broken person? Someone defined it this way: a growing awareness that no matter how hard we try, our ability to make life work gets worse instead of better. That depends on what it depends on your attitude. There are plenty of people in this world, and I know they're probably, I'm sure there's a different point here, but there are plenty of people in this world that have a growing awareness, and they try really hard, and life works out real good for them. Especially in Western culture, where I'm losing my place here. A growing awareness that no matter how hard we try, our ability to make life work gets worse instead of better. It's a recognition of our need for God and His intervention in our lives. That's true, the intervention and the need for God in our lives. But there are plenty of people that go through life that are doing just great. Just great. But they from a maybe a Christian perspective, they're still missing out on salvation, or they're still missing out on the power of the Holy Spirit working through them. Okay, so it's a huge benefit. And then with that, you realize how the whole world is a mess and this kind of thing. And we need to do better. I'm probably confusing this, but there's no doubt that, we are broken. But I'll leave that as is before I confuse it much more. I should get Ephesians out. Anyhow, love you, God bless.